One of the most important things in your business right now is your team. And if you are not armed with a killer team right now, you are not going to be scaling as far as you want. You are not going to have as much potential as you can because you've probably dealt with bad setters and bad closers in the past. That's why you're watching this video wondering, how does this guy know how to hire good setters and closers? Well, actually, it's a very, very simple four-step framework. And if you guys just hop in there with no idea and you just pick a closer because, oh, they sounded good on the first call. No, that's not the correct way to do it. You have to know exactly what you are looking for because adding a team member is more than just a one-time hire, right? It's more than just thinking, okay, I'm just going to add this team member in, just patch this little gap in my funnel. No, adding a team member is adding a core piece into the business. And if that team member is not doing well, it's like part of your body is not working. Think of your business as your entire body. And if one piece of your body, if your leg just stops working because your closer is just an idiot one day and your closer just isn't following the SOPs and your closer is not to the level where he should be, well, then your entire body, your entire business is going to fail because of it. So this is a proper four-round interview process to go ahead and select the right talent for your business. So first off, you got to know who you're hiring for, right? Closer requirements, they've got to have a track record already. If you're hiring someone who's just fresh, you're doing the wrong thing. Like straight up, there are so many closers out there. You can find someone who is not fresh first time doing this, right? And obviously they gotta have market knowledge. Obviously, you'd ideally want them to be bought into your product. If the closer does not believe in the product or the coaching or the skills that you are offering to your clients, how are they supposed to sell somebody? How are they supposed to sell somebody if they're just pretending that they believe that this is a good product? So many closers do this. So many closers are out of the mindset that this product is even possible to make people money. And because they're already out of that mindset, they are always trying to pretend. They're always trying to pretend and say, oh, well, if I really did like this product, this is how I would act. And then they act like that on the sales call. Clients can tell, guys. Potential leads that turn into clients, they can tell. Now, setter requirements, got to be 100% bought in, non-negotiable. If they are working with other people, you're hiring the wrong setter. Like straight up, you have to be 100% bought in as a setter. And it also matters that they are bought into the process, the vision, and the product of what you're selling, whether that's coaching, whether that's a product, whatever it is. Now, the 4-stage pipeline that I've been talking about now. Stage 1 is a group interview. Stage 2 is a character interview. Stage 3 is a live role play. And stage 4, hell yes, you already basically know who you want. You've seen them in 3 stages, and you're just going to close them and welcome them on to the team, feeling really good about the extra leg that you just added to your business. Pause. Now, stage 1, the group interview. You're getting you're getting 1 to 20 candidates simultaneously, popping them into a room, popping them into obviously a Zoom room, and you're watching for natural leaders. You're watching for competitive energy. You're watching to see, well, how do these closers react? Ideally, you want more than one authority figure in the call. Ideally, it's not just you and 20 closers, right? Ideally, it's you got a couple trusted business partners that you have, and you're all looking out for these things. You're all taking notes. You can see, well, these are people who are outperforming. These are people who are not. Ask them questions. Ask them simple questions like, tell me a little bit about yourself. The people who go first are instant leaders. The people who stay at the end, probably not the people you want to hire. At least they're not leaders unless their answers are really good. The people who are copying other people, those guys don't really have original thoughts. People who are jumping in early, you can tell so much. If you just ask a basic question, say, how long have you been in the space? See what people say. See what phrases people use. Are they copying off of others? Are they saying in their own unique voice? You can tell so much if you ask a basic question, shut up and listen and take notes. So if you get 20 people in a room, you can vet them. You can tell, look at their leadership signals, look at their body language, and then obviously the last question. I'm sure you guys have heard this a million times now. If you were me, who would you hire and why? And you can't pick yourself, right? This tells you so much about the closers, about the setters, whoever you're hiring. This is one of the most important questions. If you're not running this right now, get to it. Now, stage number 2, the deep character interview. You've already picked, say, 5 to 10 people who you like, right? And you are really trying to dig deeper, get to know them a little bit better. This is outside of the original group call. And first off, you might be going, bro, this sounds like way too much work. Why am I doing all this when I could just pick somebody up off of the, whatever closer network that you found? Just pick somebody up, right? No, this is what we talked about before. This closer, this setter is going to be a crucial part of your business. It's like adding an extra body part to you, or even just replacing one of your current ones because you are no longer doing that work. Why does this matter? because there are insane negative effects if this person does not live up to their standard. If this person does not live up to their standard, then you've got to do it all over again and you got to find somebody new. And if you keep doing these same bad ways of hiring and of vetting these people, well, then you're just going to have to do it 20 times until you maybe find somebody who's good. That is not the way to do it. Take the time the first time, do it right, take a 4-step process, and actually find your A-tier player, your A-team player. That's who you want to find. So in this case, the questions you're asking, you guys probably already know how to dig deeper, but the questions you're asking is, what are they working towards, right? How would this job help them? What are they going to change because of this job? Past roles, why did they leave, right? This classic job interview stuff. How do they get coached, right? If they aren't a coached closer, and if you do not understand their philosophy, how are they supposed to understand your philosophy and exactly how you want to market this product, exactly how you want to frame it, and exactly how you want to get leads into clients? You're not going to understand that if you don't understand how they've been coached. And then culture fit, you want to see, well, do they fit my environment? Do they actually fit the business? This is like adding an extra body part. You don't want it to be somebody else's, right? You want it to look and function just like the rest of yours do. Now, stage 3, you've already picked out now probably 3 to 5 people, and you are just sending them in to a live action role play. If they're LARPing as closers, you'll be able to tell. But if you know, you know. What does this matter? Well, why this matters is because you get to see probably closer than you've ever seen if they are doing what they should be doing. So for the setter, say send 100 messages. Closer, you want to say, well, close this sales call, right? Or you could even get them to watch a couple of your sales call, right? Your sales calls, your previous sales calls, and see if they can mimic that, mimic your style. If you know your style is good, mimic your style, and actually get them to mimic that style and then get the close, right? You have sales calls. Ideally, you've got at least 10 sales calls coming through every single week. Chuck them on a sales call. There is no reason not to do all of this work in order to find your number one client. And at this point, they are willing to do this. They saw in the group interview, look at it from their perspective. They saw in the group interview, there are 20 people this guy's thinking about. Now this guy has narrowed it down to 3, 4, 5 people. They already think to themselves that they could get this job. And what happened in stage 2, we talked about how good would this job be for your life? How would this job change your life? How would this job actually matter in your life? And why are you the right fit for the job? Now, you just heard them actually vocalize why this would change their life. And now you're seeing them, well, they're actually one of the 3 left in 20. They are going to get on a sales call and show you what they can do. And this is going to be the most important way that you can tell if they're coachable and if they have skill. These are the most 2 important things. You're ideally not going to, ideally you get a perfect closer. You're probably not going to get a closer who you like right out the gate, instantly. But if they're coachable, you can coach them on the call, on the next call, and then they'll become a great closer for you and your business. Now, step 4, easiest one yet. You've seen them in the group interview. You've already taken some notes about them. Are they a leader? Or are they not? Are they shy? Are they good? Are they all this different stuff about them? Then you dug deeper in stage 2. Then in stage 3, you really just saw them in action. Are they all talk, or they can actually back this up? Can they even close the client for me? Well, stage 4, you already know who you want. You pick 1 to 2 people. They film a little Loom video. There's no second chances. They need to pitch to you why this should be a job that they get. And this might sound like way too much for some of you guys. How many times do I have to say it? It's necessary. If you are a business owner, you absolutely have to be a killer when it comes to hiring your A team, hiring your number one talent. Because most businesses, especially online businesses in 2026, you don't need that big of a team. If you only have a 5-10 person team, 10 even is much. I've seen 5-person teams go 6-7 figures every single month. If you only have a 5-person team and one of those members is not to the level where you should be, that is a horrendous team. That is a team that is not functioning at the highest level. So at this point, they need to pitch to you why they should be your team member. Then you pick 1 or 2 of them, and then you get working. So one more time, rolling through this. The ideal hire fits the culture. You can already tell us, your partners can already tell us, they've got a track record. They're not somebody new. They've got defined goals. They know exactly what this would do for them. They're 100% bought into the product and the vision. They know that this will help the lead that's on the other side of the sales call. If they don't believe that the lead will be helped by paying 4 figures, 5 figures sometimes for your high ticket coaching, what are you even doing? The closer absolutely needs to believe that. And they've got a strong skill set. You saw this in step 2. You saw this in step 3. Step 4, maybe even they showed it to you too. So full pipeline, group interview, goes into the character interview, goes into the live role play, and then you close them. It is just that simple. The problem is, guys, if you're watching this all the way to the end, already watching this 10 minutes now, you know that you need a closer. You know that you need a setter. You know that you need change in your business. If you guys want to talk with me one-on-one, see exactly how you can implement this in your own business and help you scale 2x, 3x where you are right now, DM me on Instagram. I'll put my link in the description. It's at SajanBabaBiz. I will go ahead and respond to you, and we will get working together. So, super important thing right here, how to hire a team talent. Guys, this is one of the most important things in business. If you guys do not understand this and do not take the time, you will regret it later down the line. Let's make some money.